This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Total Red Man has ever done something like this to me! It's, time!
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the dregs of humanity!
Episode 256, submission number 2261, Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl. Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl was an unsold, unaired pilot for the WB in 2001. Picture it. The late 90s. Everybody, and I do mean everybody, was in the midst of a Croft renaissance. You know, Sid and Marty Croft.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a renaissance.
Yeah, we had Family Channel deciding they were going to devote the entire Saturday morning lineup to the world of Sid and Marty Croft. And somebody was looking to reboot HR Puppet stuff. And gosh, of course this would be after the ABC reboot of Land of the Lost fell flat. Seems like Gen Xers could not get over the world of Sid and Marty Croft, which we did, by the way, cover on a previous entry on this podcast.
Yeah, it was like episode 9 or something like that. It was one of the first.
You'd have to go all the way back to the single digits. But yeah, they didn't stop at Lidsville, they didn't stop at the Bugaloos, and they certainly didn't stop at HR Puppet stuff. In 1976, ABC launched the Croft Super Show. Now, there was only one show in the Croft Super Show, because the Croft Super Show was one of those wheel formats with multiple shows in a single airing, much like a previous installment Saturday Supercade, where it was just a showcase of shows produced by Sid and Marty Croft. Season 1 consists of Dr. Shrinker, a mad scientist trying to trap 3 shrunken teenagers. Wonderbug, starring a talking dune buggy, not a speed buggy. And a second run of The Lost Saucer, which I believe that is a future entry. But the most well-known of the Croft Super Show scheme was Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl. Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl were 2 superheroes protecting an unnamed city in an unnamed state somewhere in this great country of ours from the forces of evil. In the guise of magazine writers Lori and Judy, they worked together, they lived together, and they fought crime together a la Batman and Robin. In fact, you could say that Judy, the younger of the pair, was more Robin than Robin. Of course, we all know the original Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, played by the legendary Deirdre Hall and the semi-legendary Judy Strangest. Deirdre Hall would be, of course, the legendary actress from Days of Our Lives and countless game show appearances in the 80s. And Judy Strangest would be known for Room 222. But they got a lot of mileage out of that show, the Croft brothers, and they decided to sell rerun rights to various cable outlets in the 70s. By the way, the show itself was created by Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. Yes, that Joe Ruby and Ken Spears. The folks behind Scooby-Doo and Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Mr. T animated series. Let's get back to the pair, though. Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, of course, were assisted by a man by the name of Frank Heflin. That would be their sort of major domo, their guy in the chair. You know what a guy in the chair is, right?
Yes, I know what a guy in a chair is.
Okay. And he was played by Norman Alden, sadly no longer with us. But the original Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl aired for 16 episodes before being pulled after season 1 of the Croft Super Show aired. They were replaced by 2 new shows, none of which were at all memorable. And the less said about season 3 with the Bay City Rollers, the better. So fast forward to 2001, and the world still needs heroes. So the WB commissioned a pilot for Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, but a somewhat modern take on the show. And by somewhat modern take, we mean... oh boy. Let's just say the pilot was 14 minutes. It was 14 minutes too long. They basically took every trope you can think of about female-centric shows in the late 90s and early 2000s, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Ally McBeal, and fit it into 2 Lycra onesies. 2 very form-fitting Lycra onesies. With capes. But this wasn't any Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl. This was trailer trash and ascended fangirl. We'll get to why in a moment, but first let's talk about everybody who was involved with this enterprise. Of course, it was based on characters created by the Joe Ruby and the Ken Spears, but it was written by Jeff Klein, who is just this legendary cartoon writer. He wrote and produced episodes of Transformers, Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, Max Steel, Woody Woodpecker, My Friends Tigger and Pooh, and Men in Black the series. And also Godzilla the series. And also Extreme Ghostbusters. He did a lot of cartoons. He was assisted by Alyssa Bell, who wrote and produced such favorites as Sleepover, Little Black Book, True Confessions of a Hollywood Starlet, and Vegas Vacation. And it was directed by David Grossman, who was known for... oh, this explains a lot. David Grossman was known for being a director on Desperate Housewives, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Adventures in Wonderland, and nowadays 911 and Law & Order SVU. But hey, you have to smell a whole lot of roses and get stung by a whole lot of bees before you find that winning bouquet, am I right?
Yes.
And now, the reason why we're talking about this, the reason why we're all here, the cast. In the role of Electra-Woman / Lori is perhaps one of the great legends of television from 70s, 80s, 90s, and up until her untimely death last year, Markie Post. And really, what can we say about Markie Post that hasn't been said already? She's just one of the best. She was an absolute dear.
Yeah, we talked about her constantly on this podcast.
We do. And in the role of Judy / Dyna-Girl is Ann Stedman, who nowadays is a digital creator with Chic Mama LA, which is a web series that she created. And among her creations include Chic Mama Drama, Drunk Mom Reviews, and Off the Walls. She was also in such fare as Life in Pieces, Modern Family, The Practice, Providence, and That 70s Show.
Oh, you're forgetting one. And if I have my way, we're going to cover it in a few months.
She was also, oh god, so she was also in a few episodes, more than a few episodes, I think the whole run if I'm not mistaken, future entry, The Mullets.
That was a thing. We remember it.
That was a thing and we remember it. I remember Lonnie Anderson and John O'Hurley in The Mullets. I also remember a lot of Mullets.
And yeah, she was in all the episodes, all 11 of them.
All 11 episodes of The Mullets. Then we have, in the role of Griffin, who is one of Judy's friends, Noah Bastian, who is known as one of the members of the group in MTV's Together, the series.
Oh, Together, the series.
That's a future entry if ever I saw one.
No, I don't think we're ever going to cover that. I don't want to cover that. That's great. I don't want to. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to ask the obvious question. What is Together, the series?
Together is like a series made about a boy band.
Oh, you don't know. No. Now the memories are coming back. No.
No.
And of course, this is during the era of 98 Degrees and NSYNC and
Backstreet Boys. And
Right.
Chris Farley's brother was on it.
Oh yeah, I remember Chris Farley's brother.
We've talked about Chris Farley's brother, haven't we?
We might have. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Kevin Farley.
Kevin Farley.
I'm looking.
Okay, Mike's on the case. Well, while you're looking for that, there is another friend of Judy's, aka a roommate of Judy's, named Daisy, and she's played by Shanola Hampton, who has starred in 10 seasons of Shameless on Showtime, one of our favorite shows. And then there's a younger Judy, which plays in the opening montage, played by Ashley Hale, who is that little kid from That Thing. She was young Bridget in The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. If you've ever seen The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Okay, we haven't talked about Kevin Farley yet,
Mm-hmm.
and really it doesn't look like we will. I think where I remember him from is he was on the episode The Gang Hits the Slopes of It's Always Sunny, where they go on a skiing trip.
Oh, that classic episode.
That's a
Yeah,
good, that was a
and
good
he looks,
episode.
and really Kevin Farley looks very much like Chris. Obviously they're brothers, but you can see the family resemblance.
Yes.
But yeah, Shanola Hampton.
Yeah, Shanola Hampton from Shameless on Showtime. Really good show there. That is also a never cover. I love that show. But yeah, now you know who's in it. What is it all about? Well, remember the 16 episodes of Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, where Electra-Woman is this incredibly dashing, daring female superhero along the lines of Batman, and Dyna-Girl is her ever faithful partner in crime fighting, Dyna-Girl? Put that out of your minds right now. Because this is 2001, and Electra-Woman is a divorced, chain-smoking, dry-humping, trailer trash lady living out of her Airstream because her husband divorced her and ran off with the original Dyna-Girl.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's terrible.
And if Lori so much as hears any reference to Electra-Woman, she gets ugly real quick. Not good news to Judy, who is perhaps the biggest Electra-Woman fan, to quote Jeremy Clarkson, in the world. While she's looking for Electra-Woman, who she invites to her college's homecoming, and nobody takes her at all seriously because, let's be honest, she's the only one who likes Electra-Woman. She gets the rare opportunity to become the next Dyna-Girl. And Lori, perhaps begrudgingly, takes her under her wing. Judy gets her a booking. It all goes wrong. They stop a robbery, and all of a sudden, those feelings that Lori got crime fighting all come back. And basically put, Lori moves in with Judy in her college dorm and gets to know her neighbors in the biblical sense. And that's the pilot. It is literally 14 minutes of your life that you will never get back. So,
Yeah.
But hey, we watch the pilots, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Greg, roll the tape. Let's do this.
Oh, God. Oh.
Hit.
Greg, you're going to get past the first 4 minutes this time, I guarantee it.
By the way, these graphics are horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ridiculously horrible.
Looks like it was made on a video toaster.
It looks like it was made by a 15-year-old using Flash.
You're not wrong.
So 10 years ago, let's explain what's going on here. 10 years ago, somebody is caught in a Ferris wheel accident. She's about to fall to her death. But who's there to rescue her? The one, the only, Electra-Woman.
Woo!
And she is loving this, by the way.
Electra awesome!
Yes, that was Electra awesome.
I love you, Miss Electra-Woman.
You can call me Electra, honey.
And today, that woman is Judy, college freshman and a scented fangirl. So, we catch up with Judy as she's running down to her dorm, or the student union, or something.
All her glory.
No, you
And-
idiot, not the January fold-out Electra-Woman. She isn't on here.
Can't have my name?
Daisy! Did the homecoming committee drop Electra from the list?
Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible.
No!
Have a good time.
I don't even know.
Why didn't you mention this to me before?
Because you're a freshman and not officially on the committee. Because you were the only one who wanted her. And P.S., Electra-Woman never even graduated.
Electra-Woman's chosen to live out of the public eye.
Whatever.
She has saved hundreds, maybe thousands of lives.
Judy.
What?
She has.
Chill.
Pause it for a second. I just noticed something.
What is it?
Okay, that envelope with Electra-Woman's address on it.
Yeah.
That is a Las Vegas address.
Yeah.
So this show takes place in Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
Well, that's at least where Electra-Woman lives.
Somewhere in
Okay.
Vegas.
That's where her trailer is.
Her trailer is somewhere in Vegas. And it's an Airstream. So, you know it's classy as F. Let's continue, shall we?
And Southwest flies every hour to Vegas.
Is that the watch that I gave you for Christmas?
Okay, it's alright, so it doesn't take place in Vegas, but
And no, you can't come.
Judy is about to take a flight to Vegas.
halibut at the luncheon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Aquaman.
Oh, Aquaman's here.
Use my meal card at the cafeteria.
You don't look like Jason Momoa to me.
Hey, you don't look like Alan Richardson. What the hell?
Hey, you don't look like Justin Hartley in future entry, the Aquaman 2006 pilot.
That's for both Aquaman and Pilot Month next year.
Yeah.
Judy takes a flight to Vegas. Don't ask her how. She just does. And she finds the Airstream of Lori, who, oh god, she needs to clean up. You are disrespecting the Airstream, good lady. And Judy is, well, oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Suffice it to say, Lori held on to her Electra bead.
And I haven't changed that much. Have I?
Well, I'm pretty sure you didn't use
Oh.
like cigarettes and macaroni and cheese.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Judy Pope. I'm
Judy.
representing the UCLA
Judy
Homecoming
Pope.
Committee.
See,
Judy
in the that's another point of difference.
Oh.
Yeah.
In the original Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, Lori and Judy did not have last names.
Oh,
They were
okay.
just Lori and Judy.
So this is something created for this version.
Yes.
How can you be trailer trash?
Oh, they'll be
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah.
she's about to get into some exposition here.
FedEx ads. And my ex-husband took off with my bank book, my car, a good vibrator, my wigs.
What? Ow!
That hurt.
Oh no, now the trailer's gone.
Oh, it got repoed.
Retelling.
Whoops.
Now we see the Flash?
You just don't stop being a superhero.
Huh. Look, honey, hard as it may be to fathom, the world didn't want me anymore. I was never superhuman or superpowered. I was never as
Facts.
interesting as Superman. I mean, come on, face it. Technically, the guy's an alien, right?
Yeah, well,
Facts.
Batman, he's got that whole gothic thing. Wonder Woman, better fake, but
Hold on. Pause it for a second. I'm trying to remember back to this time last month when we started this whole thing.
Do we need to look at the doll from the Wonder Woman pilot in 2011?
Oh yeah.
She is marketing her. They are not fake. Well, the doll is, obviously. But anyway, apparently Lori is also, aside from being chain-smoking and down on her luck, she's an alcoholic. A comic alcoholic, but still an alcoholic.
Oh, we'll see that later, yes.
human. You were
young. So this whole scavenger hunt thing is not just about the alumni deal, right?
Oh yeah, she was the girl you rescued that one time.
Damn, I remember you.
You do?
Yes. Your parents were out of their minds, but you were so brave. Buck-toothed, but brave.
Look, why don't you fly with me tomorrow to UCLA?
Gee, why don't we sleep on it?
Okay, so she's a student at UCLA now.
No one wants to see Electra-Woman as a solo act.
Well, no problem. Take Dyna-Girl. What's she been up to?
I'll probably still my ex-husband.
Mike, you better get the bleep ready. Big time.
Oh, I think I'm going to need to
yeah.
use it a little bit.
I guess I'm pretty lucky. Only a few people know Electra-Woman's true
Oh no. And so Judy is now hiding all of the hooch
The Lakers?
from,
Discriminating
well,
You
Lori.
missed that issue.
And
I think I'll skip the bikini wax. Bathroom's yours.
suffice it to say, Lori's seen better days. But while Judy's in the bathroom, Lori is looking for her next fix. And... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She can smell it?
She can smell it! And now she can drink it.
Use up all the towels.
And drink it she did.
And Judy's like, how did she do that? But never mind. Electra-Woman is in my bed, drinking little bottles of tequila. Oh wait, this is not a room, is it? This is a random hotel.
Yes.
But in that bag of belongings, guess what she found? The Dyna-Girl suit. Another point of reference, in the original, they never kept their suits out in the open. They always Electra-changed. Like Batman or Kamen Rider. And by Batman, I mean Batman 66. You know what I'm talking about. Slides down the pole.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yes.
Okay. But yeah, Dyna-Girl found her suit. And wow, it fits. And apparently she also found 2 barrettes. What's that deal? Was she just holding on to those just for this occasion? I don't know. Let's continue, shall we?
Well, also, after she found the outfit, she got a public appearance for both Electra-Woman and herself.
Yeah, at a jewelry store.
At a jewelry store. They're going to sign autographs.
I'm returning the favor.
And where is it? Oh wait, pause it. I got it. All right, Greg, I promised you this.
Okay, hold on.
I promised you this. I promised you a yaya moment. Get ready. The Double Nickel Jewelry and Pawn present Electric Lady and Dyna-Girl.
That does sound like a yaya thing.
She's a good lady, electric lady, and Dyna-Girl, she good lady. She like to put on the suit, fly all over the place, except she's not flying. And if anyone from the Jimmy Kimmel show is listening, this is not gimmick infringement. This is an homage.
Electric lady and Dyna-Girl.
Free ice water.
So electric
They had the
electric
biggest ad in the
lady.
jewelry in the yellow pages.
Sorry. So Electra-Woman adjusts her Dyna-Girls and proceeds into the store.
I am so sorry. They had the biggest ad under jewelry in the yellow pages.
Aren't you having fun?
Well, I'd be having more fun if the leotard wasn't creeping into my secret places.
Oh.
Good night, everybody. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It's a robbery.
Guns.
A real robbery.
Electra!
Not one of those fake robberies.
What are you doing? Go and save the day. You will save the day.
And Dyna-Girl's like, yeah.
Guard's got it covered.
The security guard is out of
So
breath.
about you. Damn it.
Hey, Blondie! You picked the really wrong day for this.
I'm holding a gun. Big gun.
Oh, please, I've had bigger things than that up my...
Jeez.
Oh.
I have goosebumps.
Okay, so all of a sudden she's got her moto back. Well, sort of. You have to admire the fighting, though. It's better than fighting than Kung Fu the Next Generation, am I right? Oh! Right! The mommy and daddy but
Not bad.
Are you
she does Pilates. Because apparently that's a thing in 2001.
Here's an electric beam!
Her electro beam's busted. But Dyna-Girl's guitar, also busted.
Make way for El Kabong! Kabong!
Very good, sir.
Too tired.
I've always wanted to say that.
She is getting way too old for this stuff.
Huh. What do you know? The public awaits.
And now, here's the news.
My 15 minutes of fame.
Not like 15 seconds, but... You know, honey, I don't want to sound too, sincere. But thanks. Guess we missed the football game.
Oh, that's okay. The team's terrible.
Yeah, well, most teams are till they've been together a while.
Let's get back to Los Angeles, shall we?
Electra-Woman or Dyna-Girl following the divorce.
I can't believe you waited 2 weeks to come clean.
Don't tell anyone.
You know you're seeking identity.
So 2 weeks later, she told Garrett and Daisy that she is Dyna-Girl.
Do you?
No, I left it in Vegas. Why?
No reason.
And also, Garrett is a perv. In case that wasn't painfully obvious.
It's 2001. Of course he's a perv.
Oh, it doesn't make a difference about the year. He's a perv.
Back at UCLA 2 weeks later.
I bet I can guess which one of you is Velvet.
Okay.
What?
Hey, hi! What are you doing here? Well, I mean, I'm happy to see you, but why didn't you call?
Oh, Tahoe. Pleasure Swing. Russell Crowe. Well, at least he said he was. Anyway, it's a long story. I got your costume dry cleaned.
Mine?
Yeah, and I also have some things for you to sign here. It's,
You want me to be Dyna-Girl?
Oh, honey, you already are.
This is so hot. I've pulled some clippings, possible cases. Your arch nemesis, Glitter Rock, is out on parole.
What?
Hey,
Oh.
your mom was in the house? Actually...
Greg, we'll get to that in a second. We'll get to that in a moment.
Hi, Rumi. Rumi? Oh, yeah,
What?
I didn't mention? I'm going to finish my degree in fashion design. Maybe join the chess club. Could crash here.
Oh!
Baby, can I talk to Lori in private?
You better talk to her very slowly. Okay.
So, Lori, I would be honored to be your Dyna-Girl. Really honored. But you can't stay here. You're naked again.
You think your roommate would mind if I borrowed some of her underwear?
Oh, I think she'd want you to keep them. Look, Lori, I can fix this. I can find you a electric cave or something. I mean, we could be a team. I can...
Peachy wine coolers. Okay, let's toast to...
Those are weak.
12 steps.
By the way, check out the background.
You're talking about the Wonder Woman poster?
Yeah. The Wonder Woman poster.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Snapple.
Suffice it to say, Judy is a bit of a geek.
And maybe even a bit of a prude when it comes to alcohol, maybe?
And that's the pilot! That's the pilot!
Okay, so Greg, I told you when you saw that glitter rock thing, I said, hold on, I'll tell it to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
You know who that was in that picture?
Oh.
Sid Croft.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Sid Croft as Glitter Rock in that magazine, yes.
Wow.
Crazy, huh? Well, Greg, you saw the pilot past the first 4 minutes. Thoughts?
It's pretty much the same as I had.
Uh,
It was not good.
Yeah, there's no way this is going to become a series. And actually, Greg and I were talking earlier. You mentioned this was for the WB.
yes.
Both my original reaction and Greg's original reaction was we thought this might have been something for Adult Swim because that would have started up about this time.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't have live action stuff until like much later.
Right.
They didn't go into experimental prog rock cartoons until they went to experimental prog rock bumpers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's no way this was ever going to see the light of day. This was never going to get on the schedule.
No, not even close. The WB took one look at this and said, pass. But the idea of rebooting Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl didn't go away on its own. In fact, fast forward to 2016, and you have the YouTube series with Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart as Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, which I totally buy more than I bought this. Especially Hannah Hart, because she's a firecracker.
Well, I'm sure in that series, the web series, you didn't have Electra-Woman basically playing a 50-year-old divorcee who's out down on her luck. Divorced, living in an Airstream trailer, just not living her best life, let's say.
No. You did not. But hey, it lasted 7 whole episodes longer than this piece of garbage. And thank God that this did not become a thing on TV. Because if it did, it probably would have ruined the careers of all involved.
But hey, 50-year-old Marky Post in spandex. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
No, I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to do it?
No, I don't expect anybody to do that. I'm just saying, for 50, she looked pretty darn good.
Yeah, you did hear me say that Electra-Woman had to adjust her Dyna-Girls before entering the jewelry store, right?
Yes.
Perhaps my greatest written line on the entire history of this podcast. And I just want to apologize for it right now. Oh gosh, this pilot, of all the pilots we've seen on this whole month, perhaps the worst pilot I think I've ever seen this month.
Yeah, this is a good way to end the month. We could put the pilots back in the vault for another year.
Yeah.
I should hope so. Because, yeah. No bueno. It's not good. Not good at all. I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
I think the background was just too ridiculous. I mean, if they made her something more positive than a 50-year-old divorcee that's an alcoholic and not living her best life, maybe there's a possibility it goes somewhere, but it's not going anywhere the way they designed her for this pilot.
Nope, not even close.
No.
I'm sure if it was a little better written, it might work, but I want to say the meat is there. There is a semblance of a story there. I mean, if you've ever seen Hancock with Will Smith, the concept of a down on his luck, drunk as hell superhero actually does work. I think they just went too hard in the paint on this pilot, if you know what I mean, and I think you do.
Yes.
Well, as we close the pilot vault for another year, we remind you that all of our shows are available on our website. It was a thing on TV.com, as well as where any and all good podcasts, and even some of the bad ones, are streamed. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, rate, review, 5 stars only because positive vibes only. And don't forget to follow us all on our socials at itwasathingontv.com. Except on Facebook, because reasons. Probably having to do with Judy hiding the hooch in her hotel room. We are at It Was a Thing on TV podcast. But again, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Kabong! So you can stay up to date on all of our future entries, including one that we have for next week. And we're only doing one next week. It's going to be a light week. We're going to take a bit of a break, but we will be back afterwards. But next week we have one show. It's a good show. Well, it's a good enough show. You like Name That Tune, right?
Yes.
You like Password, right?
Yes.
You like Tarzan, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
What if I had Name That Tune meets Password with Tarzan hosting?
I'll buy it, Chico, but only if there's Datsuns involved.
I think I can find a Datsun.
Okay, I'm sold.
It's a 1980 model Datsun, but it's a good Datsun.
It's a running Datsun.
It's a running Datsun. I mean, you're not going to be able to plug it nowhere, but it runs. This will all make sense when you listen to us next week, right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Thanks for listening. Please be kind to each other, and we will see you for the next one. Wow!
Electra-Woman and Dyna-Girl, fighting all evil deeds. Each writes for a magazine, hiding the life she